Machines are binary, zeros and ones. A chatbot completes the sentence based on probability. So you have 1 trillion combinations of sentences and words, and the chatbot knows what the next word should be based on probability mathematics. Humans don't work that way. You think about your boyfriend or your husband or your wife, you don't pull up the JPEG here. It's not how we do things. It's much more complex. We have intelligence that is like a dozen different things. Say, for example, emotional intelligence. Like we understand there's a conflict. We understand that somebody is evil or good, and we can perceive somebody. That's the kind of intelligence that we have because also we have a body. Basically, we are embodied intelligence. So we have not even defined yet very well what human intelligence is. There are lots of open questions about consciousness and why we are different than machines. There are a lot of people in Silicon Valley and also in China who are saying that humans are essentially like machines, but really fancy, complicated machines. I don't believe that. I think there's something else to us. Call it the spirit or whatever you want to call it. Something that is beyond mathematics. But this is a very, very big topic when we're talking about creation. Because now we're talking about something where these two things are intertwining. Intelligence is the ability to solve problems. Machines can have intelligence. They can solve problems. They can look at data. They can give advice. They can drive a car, fly an airplane, do a translation. Limited intelligence. Consciousness, the ability to experience, to feel. Machines don't have consciousness, and we don't want them to have consciousness, I don't think. But to create, you must have consciousness. You must have emotions. Imagine a creator that is completely devoid of feeling, that is using a simulation to feel. It could still be good, parenthesis, but it would not be as good as if he had actual emotions. I think existence is a big part of creativity. That's why I always say we should use artificial intelligence and machines to help us create, not to overtake the creation. I can have a robot in production helping me to finish a car, to bring down the price, to make it more affordable. But should I have a robot as a partner? And there are a lot of people who are thinking about that. Robotic dogs, cats, and now we have humanoid robots. Would it be a good idea to have a partner that's a robot? Well, it's okay to have a robot in the factory, right? But these topics are becoming big topics now. You know, Elon Musk is gearing up with his own robots called Optimus to create robots for household work, for work in the garden, work with handicapped people. We have to remind ourselves, if we want to create good content, games, films, books, writing, whatever, it requires consciousness. It requires it. It's not an optional thing. We can create content without consciousness, but it wouldn't match the content that we create as humans, I don't think, at least.